YouTube followers, Facebook followers. This morning I'm going to do another review on Harley Davidson's latest offering to the market. It's only got 20 kilometers on it, I think I've done now. It's brand spanking new out of the box. It's a pocket rocket. Normally, you know, the Harley Davidsons are a fairly big, heavy bike. This one's super light. It's actually 100 kilos lighter than my Pan America, which is quite a light bike at 240 kilos. This is 140 or something, I think. It's got big, thick, heavy forks, twin discs on the front. It goes like stink, but it's only 350 cc's. This is it here. So it's a learner bike. With flash brakes, twin discs. Very cool. Even comes with a real cool little flick key. So I'll start it up for you. It's pretty basic. No key fob required. Just powers away. Now I've just given this bike some stick. I was doing like 100 on something, quite a lot. 125, 130 or something perhaps. Well, that's what it's showing on the clock anyway. On the motorway, nipping in and out of traffic, very light, very firm ride. It took me a couple of kilometers to get used to it because the pegs are quite far back. I mean, you know, it's more of a sort of little street. This is going to sell really well. Harley Davidson messed up slightly because it's quite a high bike. So they've done themselves out of the smaller rider market. You know, it'd be the perfect bike for young, shorter riders or female riders. No disrespect to females. I know a lot of females that ride some big bikes, but it's high. So, you know, you struggle to get your feet down if you're anything like 5'9". Anything shorter than 5'9", 5'10", you're gonna be tippy-toeing it because you can see it sits quite high. But it goes like stink. It revs well. I'm sure they'll bring out some sort of aftermarket lowering device for it, but at the moment it's under 10 grand. This bike, East Coast Harley Davidson, have got them in stock. They've just come in. I'm the first person to ride this bike as usual. I'm going back in a minute, or after I've taken it for another bit of a tear up, and I've got a 500 version, which is a little bit different than this. The only things I can see, you know, from a rider's perspective, is this here radiator guard is, you know, if you tip the bike over, which can happen, your radiator is probably quite vulnerable there. I think you'd probably want to have some kind of radiator guard on there. It's also got the wheel, you know, like the racing wheel stand gizmos on the side, so you can, because it's only got a side stand, so you can prop it up in the garage. Got the LED indicators, all that's all standard. Big mirrors. They're a bit weird looking. But for the money, and for a first bike for someone, you know, it's comparable with the KTM 390, which my son had. It's a nip along. This is a twin. I think the 390 is a single, but it zips along. It stops well. It goes around corners pretty well, and you know, it's capable of 120 plus. You even got adjustable levers. Take up the tension where you want. It's got hazard lights, LED headlight. You know, nice little forks on it. It's some upside down, heavy duty forks. So it's a solid little bike. I quite like it. I mean, it'd be perfect to have on, for example, on the back of the house bus. If you went somewhere, you have a little rack, you could put it up on the back, and you know, you can zip around and put a couple of panniers on it or something. It's got rear pegs as well, so you could two up on it. It's very firm. The seat, there's not much in the way of comfort a long ride, and but for commuting and through traffic, it's the business. So if you're thinking about getting into the brand, the Harley Davidson brand, and you want to deal with a company that gives you, you know, second to none service, then give East Coast Harley Davidson in Mount Maunganui, North Island, North Island, Tauranga, or Mount Maunganui, give them a call, because they're actually the best shop I've ever dealt with. And they'd hook you up with one of these bikes. You can take one for a test drive. As long as you've got a license. You only need a learner's license to ride this bike. But they're full of surprises. It's nifty, you know. I like it. I'm going back to try the 500 now, see how that goes. Over and out.